Hello everybody, hope you all are having a fantastic day today. Now before we go ahead and hop into this commentary, every once in a while I do like to go ahead and voice this out really quickly because I know a lot of people don't watch all the way till the end, and the people who do probably already follow me over on Twitter and already follow me over on my live streams at Twitch. But if you haven't already, if you do want to chat with me, I do have a Twitter and a Discord. Both those ways are probably the best possible way that you can contact me, other than the comment section of my videos, and it's probably the easiest way. You can find both those links down in the description. And also, I live stream every single day besides Mondays, and if you want to follow that sauce, you can go over to Twitch and look up my name at JbowenDaMan, or it's as simple as going down in the description and clicking the link down below. But today I'm in the mood to talk a little bit about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and we're going to look a little bit more in depth when it comes to the actual create a class system, I guess I should say. Now, it was a little picture here that I actually got from 402 Thunder 402 from his Twitter channel, and it actually shows off a lot of juicy details. Now, if we take a closer look, it shows a primary, a secondary being a shotgun. He has a tactical stun grenade, a lethal frag grenade. His field upgrade is field medic, and he has 6 perks on right now. He has Tac Mask, Flat Jacket, Scavenger, Quartermaster, Ninja, and Ghost. And at the very bottom, of course, he has a wild card called Perk Greed. Now, this is probably the most complex create a class system I have seen in a very, very, very long time. Let's be honest here. Usually, you could pick and choose what you're really craving, but this time, it looks OP. It looks legitimately OP. Usually, like I said, in games like Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1, Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, you had to pick and choose and mess around with your classes to pick out exactly what you want. And sometimes it's going to be pros, sometimes it's going to be cons. But this class setup right here looks like it literally has 0 cons. Now, I don't know. Maybe it means that he doesn't have any attachments on his weapons. Maybe he has 0 attachments per each gun, and he's just rocking all these perks and tacs and lethals and stuff like that. But I highly doubt it. What I'm thinking here is that this created class system is just going to be absolutely freaking ridiculous. Now, like I said, as you see, you can run shotguns as secondaries now, which is going to be very aggravating. Unless that's one of the perks here, like maybe Quartermaster. But I don't think Quartermaster is allowing you to run a secondary primary. I'm pretty sure Quartermaster maybe means extra frags, because it looks like it has a frag grenade on the actual Quartermaster logo. So I'm assuming that's like maybe frags times 3 from Call of Duty 4 or something like that. So from what I'm seeing, basically you're allowed to run a primary weapon of your choice, whether it's an SMG, AR, sniper, or an LMG, and then your secondary, you'll have an option between a rocket, a pistol, or a freaking shotgun, I guess at this point, which is kind of disappointing to me because shotguns in Call of Duty games are very, very, very toxic, and they're always lethal no matter what Call of Duty game it is. Yes, they are complex to use. It's hard to get around with a shotgun and go on crazy streaks because of the fact that it's a close-quarter weapon. Anything from even a smidge out of its damage range from close quarters to medium to long, it's going to be absolutely pointless to use, and you might as well switch to an AR SMG. But if you can manage to stick yourself in a certain situation, which involves a lot of camping, that's usually what a lot of people who use shotguns do, is they camp. They don't usually rush because, like I said, rushing will put you at a massive disadvantage. You'll get caught in a long line of sight, or you'll get caught out in the open. You can't do anything about it. You have a shotgun. A lot of players, when they use shotguns, they stick close quarters, they hold angles, they hold corners, they hold buildings, and they wait for people to come to them, which brings very toxic gameplay. But now on top of having that toxic typical gameplay, now you can just have it as your secondary, like in Modern Warfare 2, which is honestly even more obnoxious because now you can pick an AR and a shotgun, which is the best of both worlds. And it's no counter to it. You're not losing a perk. You're not losing anything. You're literally just able to do it out of the box. It's no cons to running a secondary shotgun. That's really annoying. That's going to really kill the experience for me. I'm going to rage to this a lot, I can promise you. And I guarantee when the game comes out, you guys are going to be hearing a lot of rants about secondary shotguns because it's just toxic. It's nothing more annoying than having someone who can hold long angles out a window with an AR, a scoped AR to be exact, and then turn around and hold indoors with a freaking semi-auto shotgun. It's the best of both worlds. It's one of the most hardest players to counter or even push out of an objective because, like I said, they have 2 overpowered weapons that they can put and work with. I think it's a lot better to just keep it with, having a primary be a shotgun or your primary being whatever else you want, an AR, SMG, and keep the secondary specifically to pistols, rockets, and knives. I think that's the best way to do it, but oh, God, help me on this one. And then we're going to look at the perks here. This guy is running 6 perks. Now, if you look at the very bottom, there is a wild card called Perk Greed, which I'm assuming allows him to run extra perks. But this is insane, though, again, because usually, like I said, in games like Black Ops 2 and stuff like that, you can pick a wild card to run certain specific things, like an extra perk 3 or extra perk 2 or something like that. But this guy literally has extra perks for each category. First category, 2 perks, second category, 2 perks, and third category, 2 perks, along with having a secondary shotgun, a primary AR, a tactical stun grenade, a lethal frag, and a field upgrade on top of all of that. There's no cons to it. There's literally no cons I can see in this class setup. It's the most overpowered cheese I've ever seen. It's so OP. He has 6 perks with a frag grenade and stun. Like I said, back in Black Ops 2, you could pick, a wild card to give you extra perk. You could pick to have extra, freaking primary weapons or something like that. But it comes at a cost. It comes at a cost of not being able to use more perks, or maybe you can't use a frag grenade, or maybe you have to take away your tactical, or maybe you can't use as many attachments. That's not the case here. That's literally not the case. He has a wild card, but at the same time, even though he has a wild card, he's still able to run all of his regular stuff. He has a frag grenade and a stun grenade. I'm a little shocked. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually shocked because I've never seen a create a class system like this. This is very unique. And on top of all of this, personally, I thought that, maybe they didn't have attachments on their weapons, but now that I look at the picture even more closely, they do have attachments on the weapons. If you look right above each and every weapon there are little yellow squares or dots or whatever that is. That's literally right above it that I'm assuming means how many attachments are on the weapon. He literally has a completely decked out rifle, a partially decked out freaking shotgun, completely decked out perks, a flash, a grenade, and a field order. What do I say to this, man? I mean, as long as everybody has the same advantage, I guess it shouldn't be an issue because everybody can do the same thing. So obviously, if this is going to be the meta, then everybody can do the meta. Everybody can have a decked out gun. Everybody can have full perks. Everybody can have lethals and tacticals. But at the same time, it's making me think, where's the variety? This isn't going to really make anybody think hard or make anybody want to, craft any classes that are going to be unique to playstyles. You could literally have an all-around playstyle, whatever playstyle you want. You could be a silent playstyle, aggressive playstyle, and a defensive playstyle all at once in one class. You don't have to pick and choose things. You can literally have all the defensive perks, all the offensive perks, all the silent perks, and you could still have it in one class without taking away anything. I mean, it's interesting. I'm not going to be mad. Like I said, as long as it's not too cheesy, I'm not going to be mad because to me personally, this is like a pub stomper's dream, You can have your decked out rifle and you can have a decked out secondary along with having a ton of perks and a ton of, grenades and stuns and stuff without losing anything. So honestly, at the end of the day, this is good for me. But I don't know how you guys are going to feel about this, or more casual players are going to feel about this, having to deal with very sweaty players with completely decked out classes. And also it makes me curious, what other wild cards are there? If there's a wild card to max out your perks and have 2 perks per each category, I wonder what other overpowered cheese there's going to be, because that is extremely overpowered. And what I'm thinking is that there's going to have to be much more overpowered wild cards out there to compete with this wild card, because if the other ones aren't good, this one's going to win. Everybody's going to use this wild card. Who doesn't want to have maxed out perks? This is like getting your specialist bonus while still having score streaks and kill streaks on top of having completely decked out weapons. This is literally the most overpowered class I've seen in the history of Call of Duty. There has to be some really insane wild cards. I'm really curious to see what they have, because there got to be some crazy things. And also the field upgrades. Field medic sounds interesting. I'm not going to lie. Maybe it's like a little medic station. Maybe you can stop by there if you need a regen or something like that. But overall, the class setup looks interesting. That's the best I can really say. It looks interesting. I don't want to judge it too soon before we play the video game. I don't want to talk negatively on it. I don't want to talk positive about it. I want to keep my feelings neutral until I actually get my hands on with the game, and then I can give my official opinion. But overall, I mean, the perks, not bad, I could deal with that. Like I said, I like specialist bonus, I like being able to max out my perks, and you need to use a wild card to get all those perks, so that's fair enough. And the field order, that's interesting, frag grenade, stun, that's usual. My biggest grief is the freaking shotgun secondary. That is going to be the most obnoxious thing in the freaking universe. It's already toxic enough in Modern Warfare, having people run around with ARs and 725s, or SMGs and 725s, just any rifle with a 7.25 as a secondary. It's already obnoxious enough. But at least in Modern Warfare, you can counter that. They're losing out on their perk 2s, or did they change it to a different perk? I don't know if it's perk 3 or I haven't used overkill since the beginning of this game. I haven't used it since. But it's a perk. And you know, you have to give up a perk in order to get a perk. And that's what makes it okay at a certain extent. But in Cold War, it looks like you give up nothing. You get all your perks, you get your lethal, you get your tactical, you get your field order, you get your primary, and then a freaking shotgun as a secondary on top of all of that. I don't know, guys. It just doesn't sit too well with me. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like, and by all means, if you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, don't forget to go down in the comment section and leave your opinions down below. How are you guys feeling about this new created class system? Do you guys think it's unique? Do you think it's cool? And what game do you think it relates to the most? I mean, I don't know, man. I never really saw this many perks. Seriously, I've never seen someone run 6 perks along with 2 primaries that are completely decked out with attachments, along with a lethal, a tactical, and a field order. That's just something new to me. But guys, thank you again for tuning in. Don't forget, if you want to chat with me, I have a Twitter and a Discord. The link to those are in the description. And also my Twitch stream link is in the description as well. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.